To this video. The one other thing I want to tell you, for all the EDP fanboys that are going to go on my video or Desert Eagle's video and talk about how we shouldn't be calling him a fair weather fan or whatever, the one other thing I want to say is this. Look, I don't have a dog in the fight. Because as far as I'm concerned, as much division in the Eagles fans or fan base and team that could be caused, let it happen. But on a that's just because I'm a Giants fan. So fuck the Eagles. But I will say one thing. If anybody calling him out, people like Desert Eagle 90, they have more of a right to do so. Like, look, here's the deal. If I got told I was a fair weather fan, which, I mean, I've been a Giants fan since 95. Yeah. I've been a Giants fan for going on 22 years. Since I was 8 years old, man. If somebody called me a fair weather fan that was a Ravens fan or a Cowboys fan or an Eagles fan or a fucking Patriots fan or whatever, a Patriots fan calling me a fair weather would be funny. But people like Desert Eagle 90 have more of a right to do so, and I'll tell you why. They are in that fan base. And I'm not going to say, he said in his videos, but I'm not going to say it in mine. Desert Eagle lives Desert Eagle 90 lives a whole lot closer to them Eagles than EDP does. And I'm not saying you have to live in the region to be a fan. I mean, I'm from New York, but I live in Colorado. So, by that logic, I'd have to be a Broncos fan, which will never happen. But when you have people that are part of that fan base that live in that area, they have every right to call somebody for false flagging. If A-Bomb came on here and said that I was a fake fan, I wouldn't give a fuck. But if NYG Man Joe or Bones NYC or The Hitman or Pint 1988, Stork Prime, Bad Dog, if any of them said it, that would hold a lot more weight. Because those dudes are not only in my fan base, but they're New Yorkers, man. Like, they're from the same state that I'm from, and they're in my fan base. When your own fan base, when your own real fans from your fan base are calling you out, that's because they recognize the bullshit more than anyone else would see it. Hey, I don't pay much attention to the Eagles except for when we're playing and you know, in the off season to see who they draft and stuff. But like, I pay the most attention to my team. So I'll see a Giants fair weather fan for what they are quicker than an Eagles fan will see it. Because they are in my fan base. They represent the same team I rep. When you have your own fan base calling you out for being a fair weather fraud, that says something. Because generally, I don't like to give the Eagles fans or the Eagles any credit. Fuck them all. Although there's a few like Desert Eagle 90 that are pretty cool. I'll say that. But I do know that's a tight fan base. That's just like Giants Mafia. The Eagles fan base is a family. Just like Giants Mafia is. And when one of them has to call you out, that says a lot. So everybody's going to hate on Desert Eagle 90. Keep in mind, that's his home team in his home state. he's got more of a right to call EDP out for false flagging than anybody else of any other fan base. Later.